A touch of sweetness. Chapter 3. The President is my husband. Vivian blinked in surprise, as an understanding dawned upon her as to why Sarah had gone through so much trouble to doll herself up. The person that they would be interviewing later this afternoon was the president of Finnick Group. In Sunshine City, Finnick Group was akin to that of a legend. 3 years ago, the company suddenly popped up out of nowhere. Rapidly, it managed to make a name for itself in the finance industry, using extremely aggressive methods. Within the next 3 years, it managed to become one of the financial magnates of Sunshine City, as it was on par with the top 3 families in the city. Yet, what had caught everyone's attention more was the president of the company. Even now, nobody knew what his name was, or how he looked like. His entire identity was a mystery, a fact that only added more to his allure. There was no better example to use than Sarah, who specifically took time to dress up when she found out they were going to interview the elusive president. Amusement glinted in Vivian's eyes as she teased, "Sarah, are you sure that you'd want to leave such a good impression on him? Aren't you worried that the president might be a bald old man?" PFFT. I don't believe that. Sarah stomped her foot in annoyance. Rumor has it that he is supposed to be really young. In contrast to Sarah's hopeful expression, Jenny was entirely serious as she stated, "This interview is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so we need to be fully prepared for it. This is the first time that the president actually accepted a media interview. Our sales will definitely reach an all-time high if we manage to get a photo of him." Vivian nodded in understanding. It was true that the president of Finnick Group had never once accepted an interview before. When Glamour magazine first sent an invite over, he had initially refused. As per usual, inexplicably, a call came in yesterday, saying that he had agreed to it. Needless to say, the sudden good news had shocked the chief editors. Upon running through the contents of the interview one last time, Vivian, Sarah, and Jenny headed over to Finnick Group with a photographer. Finnick Group was located in the financial district of Sunshine City. They greeted the receptionist on the first floor, stating the reason for their visit. Then, they took the elevator all the way up to the top floor. "Are you from Glamour magazine?" The secretary came over to welcome them the moment they stepped out of the elevator. "Mr. Norton is already waiting inside for you." With that said, she led them into the president's office. Vivian paused slightly when she heard the secretary's words. "Mr. Norton, who would have thought that the president of Finnick Group would share the same surname as my new husband?" Right before they entered, the nervous Sarah tugged on Vivian's sleeve, whispering, "Is my hair all right? Is it messy? Oh, it better not be messed up." Snickering softly, Vivian murmured in return, "You're fine. Not a single hair is out of place. It is." At that moment, she happened to glance into the office as she spoke. Upon spotting the figure by the windows, she stiffened in surprise and trailed off. All thoughts about reassuring Sarah soon vanished. Just then, Sarah's gaze landed on the man as well. Soon enough, she forgot all about her appearance. The shock was evident in her voice as she muttered, "Oh my God! The president of Finnick Group. He is actually sitting in a wheelchair." Before Vivian could say anything, the wheelchair slowly whirled around to face them. Sarah gasped, "Whoa! He is so handsome. He is more handsome than a celebrity." The fact that he was sitting in a wheelchair was completely overshadowed by his attractiveness. Hence, Sarah could not contain her odd whispers. Vivian did not hear a single word that she had uttered. Her attention was focused on the man too, but for entirely different reasons than her colleague. At that moment, her brain felt as though it had stopped working, as she stared at him, utterly dumbfounded. The rays of light pouring in from the window had cast the sharp angles of his face in the shadows, while his dark orbs were as cold as ever. It was Finnick. The president of Finnick Group is Finnick. Welcome to download Joyread app to read more chapters of A Touch of Sweetness novel online.